welcome to Waste Not Wednesday. We go live every Wednesday at 10 a.m. Mountain Time, and we take junk, things that have broken, things that we get for free, and we turn it into home decor that we either sell or use in our home. And today, we're not actually live.
We are at Trek currently, and we pre-recorded this, so hopefully you enjoy the premiere. There's live chat, so make sure you're taking advantage of that. And if you have any questions or comments, we will see those when we get back into cell service.
And we're filming it live without editing it, so you'll get all the funny randomness of a live video. Kaylin is on here, and she is responding to questions, dropping links, whatever. Today, we're working on these heads. We're gonna get a head. Get it? Get a head?
These lovely ladies came to us pretty irregular, broken. They were so fresh out of the mold, they were still wet, and they shipped them to us like that.
They have like pock marks in them, and so we're gonna paint them up and make them look cute. I actually ordered these 4 months ago. 4 months ago, maybe 5 months ago. I don't even remember. It's been a long time. And I just like, you know what? I'm not gonna throw them away. Some of them are broken. Zep's gonna fix those, and I'm gonna get started painting them so that way we can save them, because they are super cute. They're just not like, it's hard to show, but they have like scuff marks and broken stuff.
I will show you. I'll show you close. They're probably not terrible. If we paint these up, we would purchase these at the thrift store like this probably, but you know, for thrift store prices.
You shouldn't have to buy things brand new and then paint them.
Her bun's broken off. This one here got knocked, and oh, there we go. That crumbled off. I was gonna say it was so wet it stuck back too. Got some creases here. We're gonna try to doctor that up a little bit and paint these up. Not all of them will get painted. Some of them just need flattened on the bottom. You saw that one I was rocking earlier, back and forth. It was, it's totally not level right there. Look at that.
I'm painting all of mine.
Oh, you're gonna paint all of yours?
I have 6 and you have 6.
Do we have a theme going with color?
I'm gonna do gray with a white dry brush, and I'm painting the vine green. That's my plan.
So I'm gonna be gluing over here for a little bit, so Jamie will probably
that's a lot of black.
Outpace me. So what I've got here, I don't have any kind of cement type glue or construction adhesive, but I've done this before and it's worked really well. This is Titebond 2 wood glue, and then this is a CA glue, and I'm going to use this in there with it. The Titebond glue is the wood glue is going to give me like that thickness that I need to kind of hold these pieces on there while they dry, because sometimes you use this CA or super glue and what happens is it's too thin and the porous stone sucks it down into there and doesn't work very well. So
he's mixing his own glue and I'm mixing my own paint. So I would have just used like weathered wood or old school, but I don't have any. So I'm just mixing up white swan with little black dress to make a dark gray color, because I want to do a white dry brush. And so I need to make like a gunmetal gray color. So if you don't have gray, I mean, obviously I assume most people know you can just mix black and white, but when you're just starting out, sometimes it's good to get I know, sometimes it's good to just buy like the primary colors of the paint and black and white, and then you can just mix up any color it is that you need.
So I'm just doing a few drops in here. I'm using the wood glue to work like a gel, and then this is going to really bond that.
All right, I'm gonna get started painting. Oops, I just spilled paint everywhere.
Okay, and that's getting all over.
Can you pass me a brush?
You want to be careful. This CA glue / super glue, it's a little stronger than super glue, I think. But if it sticks to your skin, it's probably going to actually tear the top layers of your skin off before it actually comes undone. So, and that's how you can break your fingers apart. Just so you know, they make a solution that you can put on there to
I've got
break
it on my
that
skin
up,
before. It's not great.
No. So don't touch your eyes, your face, your lips. If you get it on your fingers, just deal with it for a minute.
So there's like chips broken out of these and pock marks, and so I think by painting them and then doing like a white dry brush, it'll kind of hide that and make it look intentional. I also have salt wash if you want to salt wash some of them.
Oh, salt wash could be really good on some of these.
Especially where they're broken.
Like chips. Some of them, let's see, there's one over here. This is really crumbly. I don't know that I'm gonna be able to do a solid repair on that because I'm actually missing some pieces and they're just tiny little bits. So I might just salt wash the front of this because it's just busted in here. Oh, and her nose has gone a little bit too. I think salt wash.
She got a nose job.
Yeah, her nose is all
So when they shipped
crunched.
this to us, they didn't put enough packing peanuts, and they had one little thin piece of half-popped bubble wrap around each of these. And these are like cement. They've got to be, they should have been boxed individually within the box. I'm surprised they actually made it as well as they did.
See how much of that wood glue ran out once I compressed that together? But it's gonna be super strong when it's done. And I just mixed, this doesn't even have a brand on it, the label ripped off, but it's, if you go online and you're looking for the type of glue I'm using, just type in CA, the letters C and A, and that'll bring this up. I like it better than super glue. I think it's stronger. And then this is just type on 2 wood glue.
Well, if Caitlin's on, maybe she can look it up on Amazon and drop
I'm sure
a link.
she'll drop some fancy links like she
Some
does.
links. Well, maybe we tell her ahead of time so she's prepared, if we can remember. So I'm just going to paint all of mine with this gray base coat, kind of hide some of the scuffs and stuff that are on there.
So we talked a little bit about what Trek was. Our church does it with the youth, and they split the youth into like families from different wards and congregations so that they can meet new people. And then they basically give them a hand cart like the pioneers would have had, and we do 5 miles a day, 20 miles total, and they can only bring a 5-gallon bucket worth of stuff. That's what they've got for the whole time.
That's not their food, though.
No, their food is provided. The church provides their food and water and things like that. They're making sure that these
We're not
kids
starving kids in the desert.
No, but it is to kind of simulate some of those struggles. Like they're pushing real hand carts that they would have had. Like this is how the people came across when they were settling the plains and things. So it's fun. We're excited to go. Jami and I don't actually have a family that we've been put into to simulate that. We are going as the historians. Word got out that we do a lot of video stuff. So we're going to be filming the whole thing and making a video of it.
And taking pictures. Zeb's going to be doing that. I'm just there for moral support.
She's going to be filming. I might set Jami up to do some interviews and things, ask the kids how it's going, what they like, what they don't like.
I brought out French millinery in case you want to use that. I was going to grab skeleton key, but we don't have any of that.
All right, this one's pretty solid on the base. I feel like once we paint that, I wiped off enough there. I was careful not to get it on my hands, used a paper towel here. Just know that if you do get it on your hands, usually moisture makes it dry quicker. Look how, check that out. I don't know if you can see it. It's really, let me see if I can focus it. I'm coming around.
She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes.
All right, so you can see, there you can kind of see how uneven that is. I'm gonna use a file to try to get that even so she stands up straight.
What's that noise?
Oh, the neighbor's mowing.
Oh, that's loud.
Hopefully the mic's, he's got a huge riding lawnmower. It's like for doing football fields.
For his little backyard.
Well, he's a landscaper, so it makes sense that he has one of those.
Yeah.
All right, so that's actually working really well to even this out. This is just a file. It's probably better used for metal or wood. This is on its last leg. I've had it probably 6-7 years. So if you got like a brand new set of expensive files, don't go grabbing them out of your loved one's toolbox and using them. They might be grumpy with you.
Well, that's good. I'm gonna need some of that file action, but right now most of my ladies' heads are wet.
All right, I'm gonna do the base a little on the side too because it's like broken.
Yeah.
Where they popped it out of the mold.
I think what happened is they've had such a big, because these are really popular, they've had such a big demand for them that they didn't bother to take time to ship it well.
They shipped
and
them
they
before
didn't
they were
bother to
cured.
wait for it to dry. Like I've been waiting 4 months, I could have waited another week.
Right?
Because they're actually way more dry than when they arrived.
Yeah, they have dried out some, but they're still kind of damp, like they're cool to the touch.
This actually happens quite a bit to us, that we'll get stuff from wholesale companies, and it'll arrive damaged, and they're like, you could just throw it away, but rather than throwing it away, I always fix it.
It costs more for them to ship it back than for us to just keep it. So sometimes they're like, yeah, just do what you want or throw them away.
But for me, like, rather than fill a landfill, especially for something that I've been waiting so long to come, I'm like, oh, no, I will be repairing that.
All right, she's a lot, well.
That's the whole idea of Waste Not Wednesday. Back in the day, the old saying, waste not, want not. And these are gonna look super cute in the shop too.
I might just be doing repairs and you're painting all of them.
I'm painting 6. And
I've repaired 2. There was one real wobbly one. Oh, she's right here.
Oh yeah, I do.
And this is the wettest one too. Like, she's got a lot of moisture. Man, look at the camera won't even do it justice. Oh, there you can see it.
Oh, that's so bad. These are all wobbly. Like, you'll have to come back when these are.
The mold here, I'm gonna probably try to get that a little bit.
I'm
too.
sure people will ask us like how much these are gonna be. I think probably somewhere in the $30 range when we're done with them. These actually sell for about $40 if they were made perfectly and I didn't have to paint them. And I will get them up on the website. I'm not sure that I'll get them up before we go to Trek, so it might be a few days after you watch the video.
We get home Thursday evening,
Yeah.
so maybe like Friday afternoon, next Saturday, they might show up on the website. We'll see.
We'll see how far we get done. We only have an hour to make this video because we're actually making this video on Saturday and we got to catch our breath, eat dinner, and then get ready for our Saturday Night Live. We were also going to pre-record a video that should have went up on Monday for the craft kits because we have those coming out, but we had a struggle with our CNC machine, and so we just didn't get it cut out in time. But if you signed up for a craft kit before, we have a new billing service, so you are not set up for auto now. So be sure to go to Jami Ray Vintage and sign up for the craft kit because the next one is going to be a tote, and it's going to be super cute. It's going to be like a 2-tone chippy finish. It's going to have a stencil that comes with it. It's going to be a cool craft kit.
I might have to wait for this one to dry out more. It's just gumming up my file.
All right, well, that one we won't paint then.
I need to go like,
or you can paint it and then just.
Oh, here we go. I can scrape it with the side of the file. It's so wet.
That is crazy to me. All right, I'm gonna do 6 like this, but I think we need to do some with some smaller. Yeah,
and they're still
they've
wet?
been outside. It's plenty warm outside. They've been outside drying.
Yeah, it's like 90 degrees outside right now.
We actually have some of these that go on the wall that hang, but I've been waiting for the ones that sit. All right, one more and I will have my 6 painted. And then I gotta get the heat gun out. All right.
I'm just trying to find high spots so that the ones we do fix are actually ready to go.
Well, you can just do that when we're not filming later.
I don't know. I might need to. I gotta get in her neck a little bit too. She's got a real bad problem with a seam here.
Well, they all have seams. What color scheme are you gonna do on yours?
You went gray. These are probably going to get planted with plants in them and be out in gardens or somewhere similar to that. So I don't know. I'm thinking something bright and fun.
Bright and fun. These don't generally come bright and fun, but you know.
Although stone cement, I like the cement.
I got aviary over there, and I have some salt wash. I don't have a lot of fun colors. I do have French millinery.
I'm gonna do some French millinery, and then we'll white wax it and see what we get.
If you guys want to buy the paint and products we're using, JamiRayVintage.com is where you can pick those up. And I'm using the R20. We get asked a lot what
R20
Klingons
brush.
we're using. Yeah, the R20 Klingon. And I can never remember. I'm like, I don't know. I used whatever brush I could grab. I like this one for this application because it holds a lot of paint.
This brush was wet. I'm guessing you just washed it.
I washed them like mid-afternoon.
And the paint was thick, so it's working out perfectly.
It's like smoothing it on.
I'm getting like single coat coverage with this DIY paint.
Well, also because it's like cement, it just soaks it right up.
Yeah, no brush strokes even. It's just going right on. Oh, we might be getting a little thinner as we go up to her hair, but that'll work out, I think. Man, it painted so fast, I'm blown away.
like you've never painted with DIY before. Can you pass me that
No, it's
heat
just,
gun?
I think it's the stone just not being dry yet. It's just sucking it up. What, did you need a paper towel?
No, I need the heat gun.
Oh, yes.
I might have said paper towel, but I meant heat gun.
You probably said heat gun. I was looking at the paper towels over here and heard paper towel.
All right, so I'm going to heat gun these, and then I'm going to paint on my
Are you painting the insides or no?
Oh. I wasn't going to. I'll just paint around the lip.
I think I'm going to just paint around the lip here. Clean as I can.
Because you're going to plant it, so.
So little church update. I did drywall in front of the stage today, so that's no longer a huge gaping hole. We got to do some repair to the front of the stage and get it even.
By some repair, we mean a lot.
It used to arch, and we made the wall go straight. So
Well, it was broken.
Yeah, I don't know.
We would have, no, I'm saying like we would have left it arched, but it was broken.
Yeah, they took the arched part off so that they could put a straight wall there, and I just went back with a straight wall again. And then we've got to fix the flooring up above because the flooring was also arched, and it doesn't meet up in the corners anymore. So that's what's been going on this week. We also
I pulled a lot of weeds in the garden.
Yeah, we closed off the door that was on the stage that led to the stairs because there's no longer a landing over there. It's just stairs, so we got rid of the door there.
Well, we were talking about like where we're gonna put stuff in the church, and I was like, oh.
It was breaking up a huge wall. It's like right in the middle of a big display wall that we needed. So no more door. It's drywalled over. Let's see what else. Oh, the obelisks we built blew over in a thunderstorm and the tops came off. They were okay, but I had to re-nail the tops on. So I took cement form stakes because they've got holes in them so you can run nails or screws through there and hold the forms in place. I nailed those in all four corners and down to the obelisks, and they're now staying put where they should. I didn't think they would blow away. There's not much wind resistance. They're just spindly.
We had some crazy wind. I'm glad we were there when it happened because we were able to like grab them quickly before
they were out in the road.
Yeah, so if we wouldn't have been there, it could have been disastrous.
It was a pretty stiff wind. We also had a pear tree that we planted along the barn side of the yard over there. We planted 5 pear trees that we got cheap from Costco, and one of those snapped in half about 1.5 feet up.
So now we're gonna have to pay full price to replace it.
We'll see what happens. It's got little suckers growing up from the roots, so I'm like, maybe it can catch up. I don't know. Can it do 15 feet in a year?
Somehow I think no.
No, most of those ornamental pear trees usually grow anywhere from 1 foot to 18 inches, I think, is what their schedule runs like.
If you're doing this at home, you don't need to use a heat gun. I'm just using it because we're filming live unedited, and so you gotta be fast. So I'm just actually gonna heat gun the first one and get going on the next coat of paint on here rather than heat gun all of them because they'll be mostly dry by the time I get this done.
Let's compare. Is that Gray Skies?
No, this is White Swan with Little Black Dress.
Oh, that's right. We were talking about making a mix earlier.
Yeah, I didn't have the color gray that I wanted, and I was considering using Gray Skies, but I wanted something a little bit darker. Although I think I'm pretty much just made Gray Skies because that's about to start. So what we're gonna say, compare the French
Oh yeah,
millinery?
I wanted to see what the French millinery looks like compared to your mix, compared to the cement look.
I think if they can see the difference easy on the...
I don't know, it's a tiny little screen. Oh yeah, you can see it
our
good.
screen is tiny, theirs might be huge.
Yeah, they could.
You do realize people watch us on their big screens.
I'm filming in 4K, so hopefully that translates through. If you're not watching in 4K, go to the settings, you can bump that up.
Unless you're on Facebook, in which case you're out of luck.
Yeah, sometimes. Okay, I gotta fix this one.
Almost done heat gunning here.
Let's see, is this the one with the nose job? Yep.
The nose job. All right, can you pass me the aviary? I'm just
trying to get the sharp points off on this seam.
Can you pass me the aviary? It's over there.
Like I probably won't get it to go all the way away. The aviary, yes.
All right, so I'm gonna use aviary, and I'm just gonna paint the wreath.
Okay, so this one here has the big ding up front, and then I had to really kind of grind on it with the file there to get that seam smooth enough that it wasn't sharp. And the nose is busted off, so it's like half busted. So I think salt wash on that one. Let me get something to mix those up.
And I'm just using Aviary to paint the cute little vine in her hair. Thought it'd be fun to bring that out. And then I'm gonna white dry brush it. And I don't know if I'm gonna finish all of these exactly the same, although it'd be kind of nice to finish them exactly the same because then it'll make it easier to list them on the website. I'm using the little edge. It's an angled brush in the Magic Pack of the turquoise iris brushes that we carry.
Okay. So if you don't know what salt wash is, we've had a lot of questions on it lately, so I wanted to just talk about it for a second. It's a paint additive that adds a lot of texture. In my opinion, it also adds adhesion to whatever paint you add it to, because whatever we've added it to, it sticks to everything, like porcelain, glass, mirrors. Like there's nothing we haven't found that it won't stick to. Shiny metals. But it also sticks to these porous surfaces good. But what we like to use it for is to add texture, kind of make things look like they've been around a long time or had a lot of layered paint finishes on them over the years. Because once something's been painted 4, 5, 6 times, like old cabinets in old kitchens, then it starts to get like a build-up look. And this simulates that really quick and easy without changing the color of your paint, which is actually pretty special because some things you add to it and it lightens up the paint or darkens up the paint, and this doesn't change the color.
And I'm just making sure that I've got it really good.
Look how thick that French millinery is.
It's been without the lid tight.
The lid was off of it for a sec. It's almost like it's got salt wash already. I might need to add a little water. I'm gonna add a little black.
You can reconstitute DIY paint.
It could just be the DIY paint. So I'm adding a little black in there as well because I want to darken it up and, you know, stretch with 2 colors, with 3 colors here. We could even do it with 4 colors and make like 20 colors with 4.
Zep's getting all kinds of crazy mixing stuff up there.
I gotta put some water in this.
Yeah, sometimes that happens. All right, I'm gonna show you guys up close where we're at here. Coming around the mountain. Okay, so here it's painted, and then I just did the, and you can see it's light and dark. That's just because the clay paint dries lighter. But when I seal it, it'll get dark again. But we're getting there.
Oh, that got really dark.
Yeah, when you put that black in there, I was like, that's a lot of black. A little black.
Well, I couldn't get that much.
A long way.
I couldn't get that much French millinery out. I think I'm gonna taint the jar because it's almost empty anyway and get the rest of it.
That's funny. Maybe start fresh.
No.
Add some white or.
It's fine. I'm gonna white wax it at the end anyway. You know what? Do we have enough copper to do one of these in copper?
We
and
might.
Side note, have we ever mixed copper patina with salt wash?
I don't think I want chunky copper, but we might have enough. If not, we can do some of it.
Comment. I don't know if it'll make it in this video, but comment if you want to see if the copper patinas work with the salt wash to do kind of like a metal texture situation.
Chunky copper.
I think it could work really well with a rust finish too.
Probably. All right.
All right, this is thick. Let me get my peaks going.
I'm gonna get started on my dry brush. Problem is this brush is, okay, this one's dry.
All right,
you can't have a damp brush if you're gonna dry brush because then it smears. So I'm just using this little brush and I'm gonna get most of the paint off and then I'm gonna come over and dry brush.
Your two-tone is really rocking. I wasn't even paying attention to what you were doing over there. I'm busy over here mixing colors. All right, can you guys see the break? I don't know if you can see it. It's like right here. This whole chip is gone across the front. It should look like that. You can see the difference there. One's got a flat nose and missing a detail on the front. hopefully the salt wash will cover all of that rough, jagged break, and it'll just look like we painted it.
And I'm just gonna white dry brush this. I'm gonna do more white dry brush thicker, like on our hair. I think I'm gonna dry brush the whole.
Oh, I may have made the same gray color you have, but used French millinery.
Yours is less, mine is actually more blue-gray. I don't know how that happened, but. I love dry brushing. It's something that I had, for a long time I didn't do. I was afraid of it. I don't know. But lately I've really been loving that look.
You get comfortable. You know, if you've been crafting a while, you get used to doing like a few finishes. You have your go-to finishes, right? That you're really confident you can just nail every time. And sometimes it's hard to break out of that and be like, okay, it's time to try something new.
Well, I just go through phases. Like I have dry brushed, like I guess in the past, but yeah. I'll show this to you guys up close. And another thing that's nice about dry brush is that if I want to go ahead and seal this with like a liquid sealer, I can. If I used white wax, then this would be the last step because you can't paint over.
I'm trying to see the contrast between my gray and your gray.
Like you're in my.
Mine's like a little darker, more like a gunmetal gray, and yours is.
I was actually going for dark, but
yours. I don't know how it ended up like a blue.
That's what I was saying earlier. It's like a blue tone.
It looks a lot like a dark skeleton key.
I actually was looking for skeleton key.
You used it all up the other day.
I used it all up the other day. I was going through a skeleton key phase, you know. All right, so now I'm going to start dry brushing the rest of this.
Oh, there's an entire hole down in the bottom of her chin. It looks like a bad zit. I fixed it.
Thank you for fixing that.
We filled it up with the salt wash. I don't know, should I two-tone some of these? I think the green actually, your dry brush is looking great over there. I think the green actually would look good with my French millinery, my straight up French millinery over there.
I think green and French millinery go well together. Didn't you do a tote?
Yeah, all the olivey type greens and the light pastel purples, they go well together. Although French millinery, it's like a mixture between like a soft purple and a lavender purple, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know, soft purple a thing? Is that a thing?
Is soft purple a thing? I don't know. There's like soft pinks.
I have a hard time referring to pastel colors any other way. I'm like, it's soft.
It's soft.
As opposed to hard colors, like black, straight up black. Although there's an argument that black is a shade, not a color.
I think it's that white is a shade, is it not? Or is it black a shade too?
I don't know. I think they both.
Now, is this a girl or a boy?
I'm pretty sure this is a girl.
She doesn't have an Adam's apple.
Yeah, there's no Adam's apple, no sharp collarbone, soft cheek lines. I'm gonna say girl.
Okay. I just wasn't sure. Because there's like no real indicating factors other than jawbone.
I mean, if you get it and you want it to be a boy head that you plant in, by all means, you do you.
I prefer to dry brush with the larger brush. I don't know why.
I think it's because you can get it done like super quick. You just like one pass and you're finished.
The problem is that I don't have a lot of larger brushes here.
You left the other brush.
I left the other one
there
at the church. Because I thought I was going to start painting trim, and then I was like, no, we've got to redo these floors before we start doing trim. Because what happens is when you start sanding floors, all the dust gets in every little crack, and I don't want to paint it and then have to scrub it and paint it again. All right, let me see this. It's a little bit splotchy, so I'm going to have to show you guys where we're at here. She's a little splotchy lady. I don't know what I want to do with her. Let's see.
Splotchy how? Oh, did you get a little cheetah with your dry brush?
Yeah. I'm just going to add some more. the areas where I feel like it needs to be less splotchy.
Okay, I think mine dried enough all on its own.
Yeah, I think so too.
I'm gonna have to finger paint. I've got a spot over here I missed. Okay.
Oops.
I'm gonna try the aviary. I don't know.
Oh no. Shh. Shh.
That looks like schmear, not dry brush. So how are you gonna fix that schmear?
I think I'm just going to clear wax it and then come in with a dark wax.
You know how you could fix that is just with some white wax.
No, I'm just gonna clear wax it.
Clear wax, but it's not, okay. I believe in you. I know that you've fixed many, many things before.
That's fine.
That's the joy of having so many things underneath your crafting belt, is you know how to fix all the mistakes because you've made all the mistakes. Or at least a lot of them.
You know what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to do another one, but I want to do a white like wash and drippy, kind of like you did on the ceiling tile that we did last week.
Oh, okay. The drippy would actually, I think, look really good on these just because they're probably going to be outside, right?
Yeah.
They might get some drippy on their own.
They might drippy all on their own.
Since you're waxing that, you're going to commit to wax for an exterior finish?
It's fine. These are not made to go outside. These are like made to be inside in like a vignette.
Honestly,
wow.
It would probably hold up fine. These are so porous, I think it would just suck that paint up.
They'll be fine, no matter where they go.
I keep making that noise for the suck the paint up noise.
It's just a great sound effect all the way around. Do we have the dark wax over there?
I think I grabbed it. That is white. I know it's close. I saw it. Here it is. Do you need a dark wax brush too?
Yeah, like a little stencil brush.
I have the big stencil brush.
Oh, that's fine.
That you've dark waxed.
I have dark wax.
This might be black. Is it black?
It doesn't really matter.
It's dark.
So the reason why I clear wax before I dark wax, anybody know? Anybody?
We just had a DIY video.
We just did a video about it, yeah. So the reason why you want to clear wax first is it acts as a barrier and it allows your piece not to be so splotchy and dirty and schmeary. You can have more control. All right.
There you go.
Thank you. If you get too much dark wax and you can't get it off, you can grab me a paper towel. You can use clear wax kind of like an eraser if you want. Okay, I think I'm gonna come back in here. Oh yeah, that's good.
I think I'm trying to be too accurate with these leaves, this laurel wreath that's around her head.
That was pretty accurate.
It's just taking me too long.
Oh, you're losing patience with it?
I don't know about patience, but I'm just ready to move on to my next.
What are you doing after that?
I might take your idea and do the drippy. I gotta finish that.
I'm doing the drippy.
I gotta finish that one. I may just white wax that one that I painted gray.
I think that would be a good option.
The salt wash one. Oh, are those supposed to be berries? I think those are supposed to be berries, but they got.
Sometimes there's green berries. We have
green too.
We have a vine that has green berries on it.
I think they're currant grapes, is what it looks like to me. They're tiny little. It's not quite full-on grape. I think that we got lucky and got like a vine that actually produces fruit.
I don't think it is. I think it's just berries on a vine.
Well, I'm gonna taste them when they start looking.
Hopefully they're not poisonous, Mr.
I got a fix for that too.
Poisonous berries fix?
Well, don't try this at home, kids, but if I think something's poisonous, I put a tiny little bit of it under my tongue, and if I have a reaction, then I know, don't eat more.
Yeah, don't do that. That's not.
I've been doing it my whole life out in the woods.
Oh.
I'm like, I don't know what that is.
Let me just test it out.
Hey, when I'm talking tiny, I mean tiny. I've actually found some things that did not sit well. And I'm like, well, nature guide failed me on that one.
That's gonna end badly. All right, I'm gonna show this up to you close so you can see all the dark wax on it. I actually think it turned out pretty good.
Seriously, don't do everything I say.
Don't do like half of what he says and you're probably good. All right. It's still a little splotchy because the paint has to like dry, but She's got a good age and patina on her.
Let me see. Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's gonna be good. And I'll buff it when she dries all the way.
That'll even it out some more.
Yep, one down. A lot to go.
Are we doing all of these? Is this all of them?
What?
Is this all that you ordered?
Yeah, well, I was gonna do all of them.
That whole order was like that, right?
You think that's too many? I've already done one. I at least got to do like 2 or 3. All right, so white wash next. I'm gonna have to wash this brush. So you're gonna have to carry the show while I wash my paintbrush.
Okay, I'm gonna start with my white wax here, so I think I can do that. Do we have a white wax brush out?
I think so. Look over there.
I'm just gonna leave this one right like this and not do anything else. Oh, focus up for me. As it dries, that'll tone back. I may even distress this a little, like a wet distress, and bring some of that purple back through on that wreath so it's not so stark. Oh, looks like I missed a spot. Too late now. Okay, this is the one where I had French millinery and I added some black and some salt wash, so she's got a little bit more texture on her. I might need to hit that with a heat gun before I go and white wax it. We'll see what happens with the heat gun. Hopefully the whole thing doesn't crack apart, because this one was really, actually they're all pretty moist.
Were you gonna tell me did your favorite thing today? We went to a parade.
Oh yeah, we did go to my favorite thing today, a parade.
That's sarcasm.
I do not love parades.
He goes because our
They're
kids are
hot, they're sweaty. The kids usually cry because they get hit in the face with some candy.
We did not have any kids sitting with us. All of ours were in the parade.
I know that. My kids were in the parade, so I went and watched. Gladly, I went and watched. But not a huge parade guy.
Although next year maybe we'll have a Jami Ray vintage float. Caitlin and Mariah were trying to plan it all out today.
Yes, Mariah and Caitlin were sitting with us, and the whole time they're scheming on how we can get into the parade with a Jami Ray vintage float and do something fun. And then they were like, maybe we'll throw thrift haul stuff out, like stuff from the thrift store instead of candy.
That was my idea. I was like, we can do like a thrift haul, get like DI stuff that we paid like $1 for. And I'm like, we don't really want to peg people with junk.
Like throwing rolling pins and
yeah, because they'd only throw candy, but
and cutting boards.
I don't think that would be the best option. So I'm just using white
crystal vase. Here you go.
I'm using white swan and water to just do like a drip effect. I actually think it's pretty cool.
Oh, that is looking great.
Maybe I'll just do this for the rest of them because this is going fairly quickly.
That one's the easiest. Dripping is easier. So unlike Jami, I'm not going to clear wax mine first. I want this white wax to really kind of soak in here. And then if I do have too much where I don't want it, because this is white wax, not dark wax. If I have more than I want in too concentrated an area and it's not looking great, I can come back in with clear wax and it'll pull some of that out.
Clear wax is the great eraser.
Oh dear, she went all white. Look at that.
Oh dear. I want it to be kind of like darker and drippier on the top.
You doing second coats?
What?
So what I had to do with the ceiling tin was brush all the way down, and then I did a little bit different coloration on my white.
I got this, man.
I went more gray. So I told Jack to hang out outside while we were doing this live stream because he was out there jumping on the trampoline. He's been on the TV too much today anyway.
He's in the pool.
It's summertime. Yeah, Eliza is out there with him and he's taking full advantage of that and he's swimming.
I think my mom's out there too, isn't she?
Yeah.
All right, what do you think?
No, it looks good. Don't do any more. Let her run. I'll show you guys close in a sec, the face. I don't know if Jami can. Once it dries a little bit.
All right, I'm dripping another one because that was easy.
Okay, I'm getting to the point where I need to stop talking and need to hustle.
Hustle. I'm gonna get my 6 done.
Because I gotta,
Although you had to repair yours.
well, I have some other repairs still left, and I did mix up some salt wash, but you know, that's here nor there. I'm liking you know what I think would be good? I'm gonna try just some drips with aviary.
Oh,
And then the white, and I'm not gonna paint it. I'm gonna do like a heavier drip.
I'm gonna do more white on this one and see what happens. I'm just gonna keep going around and around. And now I'm gonna come with the wider.
That might look good on my purple and green one over there too. I think that needs more. It's looking too contrasty.
I need some blending.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's gonna be
All right.
like a lighter shade of white and gray here. That one's more gray. Now, you know, I said I was going to do a bunch that all matched, and now I lied because they are all going to be different. So
Okay,
I'm going to have to
see.
list them each individually.
All right, now the magic. Pull that wax back off. Oh, now that it's waxed, some of those purpley tones from the French millinery are coming through. It doesn't just look gray.
Oh, I like it. I like it a lot.
She had an eye boogie, I had to get it out. A little
my
crusty in the corner.
Zeb cannot handle eye boogies. Like if I have any eye boogie crusties, he's like, get that out.
Well, here's the thing. I got a thing about stuff in eyes anyway. And then yours are usually like dark from makeup.
All right, this one's more drippy white. I'm gonna leave that one over there. All right, I'm gonna do 3 drippy whites. I'm gonna just pull some, look, I'm doing gray from down here. I'm just gonna pull that up.
This is like a one-time opportunity. We never get this many of the same thing that needs a makeover.
Have we done it before on that stuff that's broken?
No, I don't think not this many, not on this scale.
It's a lot of makeovers.
I still have 4 over here that don't have any paint on them or anything.
Oh my goodness.
I think I'm gonna do the aviary. I'm gonna steal some of your white wash.
That's right, I got whitewash for days. I
You
think
did make up
aviary.
a lot.
Well, it's not whitewash, that's just water. And I've been dipping my brush in there, but it's getting whiter by the moment because it's getting more paint on it.
Okay, I'm getting most of this off the high spots. I think that's pretty good. And it's picking up all the brush strokes from the salt wash that I did on there. And it even hides the fact, oh, her chin is showing again. That little zit thing down on the bottom.
A little salt wash cover up.
Okay. Oh, smoothed it out there.
Do not use salt wash as a cover up. All right. Drippy number 3. All right, I think I'm gonna do a green one. Where's the aviary?
I'm just drying this so that I can get some wax on there quick.
Oh, did you want me to do a white drippy on this before I switch to a different color?
Yeah, can you try just some white dripping on that?
Yeah.
I think
I'm
that'll
gonna
be
get it
good.
wet first because I don't want it to be like super painted.
There we go. No more zit chin.
No more chin. Okay.
Oh no, now the white wax is kind of sticking down in there. It's getting worse. It's a big hole.
It's kind of like when you pop a zit and you're like, I'm just gonna pop it so it's not so obvious.
Just
and
gotta
then
squeeze it a little.
And then it just gets worse and worse and worse and worse.
All right, I think.
Sometimes you have to step away.
Okay,
Step
I'm
away from
really
it.
forcing it in with my thumb here. I think it's just like a big cavity. It just keeps, every time I dry it, it's like, oh,
like-
just kidding, I wasn't full.
It's cavernous. All right, I'm just going a very light whitewash on this.
It's like a face mask at this point.
Maybe a
Oh
little bit
man,
more.
I'm getting it everywhere. All right, I'm gonna set this over to the side and just let it dry. No,
It's getting everywhere.
no heat gun.
Just walk away.
I did, I had to leave it for a second.
I like this with the,
How's
All
this
right.
one? This one's got a real wonky bottom too.
wonky bottom. All right, this one is the French millinery wash. All right, any more white washes before I switch to green wash?
So I was gonna do white and then green on one of these. Let me see. What this is, I think one or two of them didn't need too many repairs. They just needed like flattened on the bottom.
Okay.
I think that's one of them.
So we're just gonna do a white wash straight up over the cement?
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
I don't know, is this cement? It feels like a gray tinted plaster.
You don't think it's cement?
I don't know.
It could be plaster, I don't know. Listen, I don't know what it is. Oh, that one looks cool. I like that.
With the green, yeah, turned out good. We'll show you, we'll give a pan. They're kind of getting all spread out here. We'll give a pan here in a sec so you can see what they all look like.
All right.
Still kind of a little,
water.
they got like this little weeble wobble back and forth.
Well, we might have, maybe we have to put like some Velcro, felt.
I think I found the spot.
You know what I think?
That's much better.
You know what I think I want to do?
100%, but a lot better.
I'm gonna add a little bit of this dark gray to my wash.
Oh.
It's okay.
Oh, you went real washy. I was just gonna leave like some drips on the top and leave it mostly cement. Or plaster or whatever it is. I think it's just gray plaster, to be honest.
No, she's drippy. I might have to come back with a white because I might have over-dripped her.
Yeah, you can do white over the gray though. That'll look cool. Just, all right, walk away. Walk away.
No, I'm gonna put white.
Okay. I need, so I'm gonna use, I think I'm just gonna use my dark gray salt wash that I mixed up. And I'll just add a lot of water to it.
What we can do is we can white wax it.
So I just have about this much water in here and then a dip of the salt wash and French millinery and little black dress mixture. And we'll see what we get. I'm gonna go over that and then I'm gonna make some aviary and then I might even put some of the whitewash that Jamie's got. Because I've got two more over here. This one is the one I glued. We might actually need to do some paint on that one because the glue is showing. And then this one here has some big divots and holes in her face and her neck.
Oh, this is the one you glued?
Yeah, that one might need some paint.
Okay, all right, I'm gonna put that over to the side.
Okay.
I do like the one where you just white waxed over the dark.
Yeah, I need to white wax some more.
Okay, I think I'm gonna leave that one for a white wax over the dark, and I think this one is gonna get a green wash.
All right, so this wash
Where's
here.
my aviary?
It's like powdering in your eyebrows. We'll just hit her a little bit right there.
Why does Zeb know about powdering eyebrows? Because I powder my eyebrows in.
Because I've been married to
I only started doing it probably the last few years.
almost 21 years, guys. Coming up.
In a long time. So
In
I
August.
have pretty thick eyebrows, but I use powder to like define them. Just a little bit of powder. I'm well embrowed. All right, we're gonna. This I think is gonna need a white wax.
I see why you had to come over. The streakies were just too much.
What?
So I'm gonna come back with just straight up water and see if I can run a lot of this off. Since it's so thin.
Now, look, do you like my green wash?
Yeah, the green wash, I'm excited to try that. It's looking great, especially now that you're blending it with variations of the white, although you've tainted the white.
There's taint and splatter all over here.
Okay, this is mostly water. I'm just going on the top, see if I can thin this out and get some runs going.
All right, I think I'm gonna do another green wash because I really like that. Because then we can white wax that and it'll look good. I'm just gonna pull some of the green from down here. So I think the trick with these washes is to just brush the paint around the top and then
again.
come back with water. So you get like you have the thickest color on the top.
I'm gonna do some
then you
green. I'm gonna do some of your grayish green.
A grayish
white
green
mix.
situation.
Yeah.
I'm using aviary for this green. One of my favorite farmhousey French country mossy greens is aviary. We'll have some really good stories to tell when we come back from trek.
Sorry, I'll let you get to that in a second. It dripped down her face and it looked like she had a boogie nose.
Oh my gosh, you with the boogies today. Like
Eye crusties, eye boogies, you know, nose
your girls
boogies.
are suffering over there. I'm gonna probably have to scrub this countertop. I'm sure there's paint like leaking
Now
through.
we're doubled up on the
Oh, are we?
cloth. Most of it'll get caught, but it is a little damp.
I'm getting damp over here with this drippy situation.
Alright, I feel like I need like
This one's going darker green.
I need some just white. But you, all right. Oh, you've dipped in here already with the
What?
gray brush.
Oh, has it been?
Yes. It's been
All right, this one's
contaminated.
going over here. My 6 are done.
I still got 2 more.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, because I did one of yours. What can I do for you, sir? Do you want
This
me to
one
green?
that's been glued needs, just do like some heavy washes on there. I think it'll be fine.
I'll just do a green wash, just directly over the cement. I feel like that one's good.
I'm just gonna keep dipping till this is all blendy.
Every time you dip, the Tootsie Roll song comes in my head.
I know you have to every time.
I can't help it. I am a kid of the 90s. I mean, I was born in the 80s, but the music really came through in the 90s for me.
You listen to a lot of 80s music too.
Yeah, but only because my friend's sister was actually a teenager in the 80s and she introduced me to a lot of it. It wasn't stuff I actually listened to during the 80s.
Oh, I see.
She's going green. She's molded.
All right, that one is just gonna be, oh, I got some spots that didn't get any paint at all.
What? You missed some spots. These do have a lot of details, so you gotta be careful. They do have a hole drilled in them, so if you want to put a plant in here.
I think it's part of the mold.
No, I think it's that way if you have a plant drainage.
Yeah. Like they could be legitimate planters.
This one's just straight up green. All right, what are you doing with the last one?
Let me see, is this one?
How are we doing on time?
Let me look and see. Oh, we got about 7 minutes.
7 minutes, all right. I'm just gonna need the heat gun.
Okay.
And then we can start waxing some of them. And I'm gonna need maybe some paper towels to soak up my water mess.
Oh, I like the contrast on my one that I went dark with. It's like green, but different shades.
Green.
Oh, you can turn it on when you want. I'll let you do that.
Thanks.
Okay.
I made a green mess here.
Is this one dry? Not quite. I don't know what I'm gonna do on this one. Is that the one that had glue on it?
What?
You can't even tell.
Yep, do you wanna just do a gray wash with that darker gray that I made?
Yeah.
Do we have
I'll
enough
just add
white
water
wax?
to the bowl. Yeah, we got a ton of white wax.
Just gonna. Sometimes the paint likes to puddle and I gotta pull it out so that way the area dries.
All right, so I'm not gonna brush anything down on the bottom. I'm only gonna brush around the top. Let's see what happens.
It's gonna be a.
I'm gonna do a
crown
few
of-
passes.
Well, this heat gun should help dry out this plaster too, or cement or whatever it is. Oh,
Lost it.
can you grab that?
There you go.
Thanks. People are like, I don't know how you don't get paint all over your floor. Oh, trust me.
There's some paint down
There's
there.
paint all over our floor.
We give it a good scrape every other week or so.
It's especially bad right now because whenever we're busy with a big project, little projects just don't happen.
All right, I think I just want straight up water now to see if I can wash this out.
Well, I'm just gonna, I think I will not get all of these done, but I'm gonna white wax this one and maybe the other green one, and we'll see what they look like.
So this is just water. I'm really trying to thin this gray out.
Is it too thick?
Well, no, it really absorbed down into this material, whatever it is, this plaster.
This
and got darker than I wanted it.
unknown origin. All right, I'm gonna heat gun this one, and then I'm gonna white wax two of them, and then we'll do a quick pan of all of our lady heads here. And I originally said I was gonna do a bunch that were all exactly the same, but I didn't. So now they're gonna have to, when I do list them, I'll list them like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so people can pick out like the exact one that they want, because they're all fairly different. I think the wash is the clear winner.
Yeah, the wash is easy and it looks good.
And we want to mimic like an old bust that's been in the garden, mossing and washing and aging over time.
She was too streaky.
Too streaky?
Yeah, she looked like she was crying. It's like the saddest little lady head blender ever.
You're making fake lady heads cry.
Yeah.
All right, almost done with the heat gun. Where's that white wax and the white wax brush? I got a clear wax brush here.
There you are.
This is not quite all the way dry, but I'll set it over here for a second. You have splatter in the wax.
No.
Yeah, that was you.
No.
You always say I'm the messy one, and I feel like maybe you might also be messy, just saying.
I never said I wasn't messy, ever. I can't remember a time. If you guys can find a place in one of our videos where I was like, yeah, I'm real messy.
Where you said where you're not
or
messy?
Or where I'm not messy, yeah.
No, I just think I really am messier than you on camera. Whenever we paint or do anything, I'm always way more covered in paint than you.
All right, I'm gonna start setting these up. And you finish your waxing situation.
Yep, I just need a paper towel.
Oh, you know what? Here,
actually,
hit me
no,
with
I've
some
got
wax
washcloths.
on. Here, I'll just do a. That'll work, I guess. Okay.
All right, here goes nothing.
And I actually like that one with just the gray where I wiped it back quite a bit.
Well, that's cool when you put the wax on there and it like gets down in all the pock marks.
You can see this one, she's got a lean. I might have to take the
There's a
grinder
lot of
to
lean.
that one. I think
They're
you
supposed to
painted that
replace
one.
these, and if they replace them and we have the same situation, I'm done ordering from this company.
You'll have to just ignore all of the stuff behind
Yeah, it's a hot mess
the
express.
beauty shot.
Don't forget to grab that one back there with the dark on it.
Oh yeah.
This one's gonna need more buffing.
Wow, there's a lot of them.
Yeah, we did a lot of lady heads.
Okay, are you ready for the pan?
Nope.
Okay, I will pull the camera off. You put it on the end down there. We'll start down this way.
Okay.
Look at how cool all of those look. All right.
Some of them them still need to be waxed, so they'll change a little bit. This green and aviary and white wax might be my favorite.
Oh, they look good.
All right, you want to do the sign out? All right, why don't you put it back on the thing and we'll do a sign out.
I am going to. All right. Oh, shaking camera.
We're almost done, Odelia.
Odelia's sticking
right.
some milk in the background.
Come back around and we'll tell them where to get all the things. If you want to buy the paint products today, visit JamiRayVintage.com. If you like this video, hit that share button, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to Jami Ray Vintage for more
DIY.
See you later, guys. Thanks for joining us for Waste Not Wednesday. This clearly needs